Hi, this video is about building a healthy default thought network. In regards to mental health, the number one global issue is that people do not know who they are anymore. When you know who you are not jealous, fighting, judging, or feeling threatened by anyone else. Instead, you're celebrating others and happy about their successes. Holding this mindset actually enhances your own mental health as opposed to having a jealous mindset, which can contribute to insecurity and low self-esteem. People should easily have the answer when asked the question, who am I? And what is my purpose? Do you know your goals? Do you know how you're going to get there? Literally, almost everyone's problems stem from poor self-esteem. People spend way too much energy on being somebody who they think they should be instead of being who they actually are. When people have a purpose in life, they become motivated. And when they're motivated, they discover their calling. Research shows that when people are living aligned with their calling, they actually live longer. For the first time in history, the human lifespan is actually going backwards. People are dying due to preventable lifestyle diseases caused from bad habits such as day-to-day stress, acute stress, poor diet, sleep issues, and so on. Physicians will tell you the number one problem with patients is following through on the advice that they're giving. According to research, more frequently, patients will visit the doctor, obtain advice about how to manage their health issues, but instead of following through, patients will just take their medications and yet refuse to make any lifestyle changes. This is an issue that involves problems with our mindsets. So correcting our mindsets can lead to monumental changes in attitudes, mental health, and overall physical health. When we do this, we do this by bringing our thoughts into captivity and controlling what we allow into our mind. Remember that what you think about grows, which in turn influences your day-to-day life. So, what is your thought default system? Are you fostering a negative mindset? Or are you being cognizant about what you allow into your mind, and when a negative thought enters, are you immediately able to break it down and switch it into a positive one? Thoughts are like seeds. So the more power you give the negative ones, or the positive ones, determine which directions the seeds are growing in. In America, we seem to seek a quick fix and have been trained to go to the doctor, who then prescribes us meds. And on some level, we understand that these meds have potential harmful side effects, but it's easier for us than doing our own research and becoming our own advocates. Again, what you think about the most grows. And if you're thinking about something daily, within about 2 months, your brain has changed to accommodate this pattern of thought. Since we harness our brain's plasticity by using our mind to train the brain by building healthy thoughts, we have total control of this process, which is called automatization, which is quite easy. Not easy to say, but it's quite easy and does require dedication, perseverance, and discipline. So in order to build healthy thoughts, we must pay attention to emotional warning signals such as anxiety, sadness, depression, worry, guilt, and so on. These warning signals are also known as discomfort zones. And by tuning into these discomfort zones and confronting them in order to break them down, we have to have an internal dialogue with ourselves. That includes asking ourselves, why am I so worried? Is this a valid concern? Is there anything I can do to take care of this issue now? What steps can I take to confront this issue? Remember, emotions don't happen to you. Instead, you create your emotions. Your brain does not control you. You control your brain. Mastering how to use these discomfort zones or warning signals allows you to take control of your thoughts instead of having them linger chaotically in your mind. The more you feed negative thoughts, the more you strengthen the neural networks in your brain. But At the same time, this goes for your positive thoughts and replacing your old negative thought patterns with healthy ones as you learn to build a positive default thinking system. You cannot control the negative events in your life, but you definitely can control your outlook on them and your reactions to them. The only way this will work is if you become 100% honest with yourself, and most people have the capacity to do this, but some people need a little more practice. So if you are living in denial, you will have a way more difficult time. Just embrace who you are, because you cannot follow through with commitments unless you know who you are and what you want in life. Another important factor to remember is that thoughts and memories fade after about 24 to 48 hours. So do not feed into the negative ones, but instead quickly change that thought into a positive one. Otherwise, it forms into a semi-permanent memory and eventually permanent memory after 63 days. But luckily, no memory is actually permanent. If you wired that thought in there, you can unwire it out. According to research, successful people master their mind control and understand that it takes 63 days to develop a habit, which is amazing because you can go a lifetime being a negative Nancy, and it only takes 63 days to completely change your mindset into one that brings you success and happiness. And I love this saying, where your mind goes, your life follows. When you understand how powerful having a positive mindset is, you'll never go back. And you will have learned how to learn from your mistakes as opposed to keep repeating the same old self-defeating patterns. Additionally, you realize how much control you actually have over your life. And those cliches will finally make sense about creating our own destinies and self-fulfilling prophecies. So remember to get comfortable with being completely honest with yourself. And this occurs by asking yourself lots of questions and answering honestly. Okay, I hope that you learned something from this. And if you have any questions, just ask in the comment section. Thank you.